Pour le centenaire de la théorie de la relativité générale d'Albert Einstein, Philippe Mercure de La Presse s'est attaché à relever un défi: l'expliquer au lecteur en langage simple. Il s'est lancé dans des recherches approfondies et a interviewé des spécialistes du Centre de recherche mathématique de l'Université de Montréal. À l'aide de ce matériel, il a décrit en termes courants l'importance de la théorie. Son texte est clair et pertinent, solidement appuyé par l'utilisation du multimédia. Philippe Mercure a démontré une excellente maîtrise de son sujet, ce qui est toujours la marque d'un travail explicatif exemplaire. The education program in anatomy at McMaster University is where the human body's mysteries are peeled back and the dead teach the living. The Spectator's John Wells spent several sessions in the lab observing the dissection and the study of cadavers, and interviewed teachers, students, and families of those who gave the ultimate gift to tell the story of a place, at once beautiful and jarring, where humanity's greatest question, what are we, is explored. The writer handled his topic with a touch that seems light and readable, yet applied with finesse and learning. The resulting entry was judged to be a soaring piece of work that is wonderfully and humanely written. Mary Agnes Welch of the Winnipeg Free Press took on the task of explaining the crisis in the management of child welfare services for First Nations and Métis people in Manitoba. Indigenous leaders argue the system, enshrined in legislation in 2003, never evolved. Instead, it's still a white system strangled by rules. The province and senior social workers argue their job is to keep children safe, and that First Nations-run agencies have proven unable to do that over the last dozen years. Many in the child welfare system believe devolution simply hasn't worked. This well-written piece relied on extensive research and the use of numerous sources. What made it really stand out was its strong emotional engagement, created in large part by interviews with affected individuals. It stands as a reminder that behind procedural stories lies the potential for great journalism.
For explanatory work, the winner is John Wells, the Hamilton Spectator.
Two plaques, so I can't thank you enough. Thank you to the judges and my fellow nominees. It's an honor to be up here. There are stories we do that benefit the community and inspire readers and that sort of thing. And there's stories we do that inspire ourselves as journalists. And I felt this was a gift, a chance to write a story like this, to watch. And dinner is over, right? So to observe the cadavers being dissected, and I was intimidated going into it. But once I was in the lab, and the students are there with so much life and vigor, and sort of the thrill of exploratory research and so on, that I was right in there, touching a lung, with a glove on, for what it's worth, and it was fascinating. And then to interview families who had members who had donated their bodies for research and retracing the lives of those who donated. It was an emotional story to work on. I mean, to sort of have a chance to delve into mortality is again, it's a gift, and it's a gift I thank the Spectator for. I've called the Spectator a writer's paper before, and it is. It has been for me and many of my colleagues. And so that starts at the top. Neil Oliver, our publisher, Paul Burton, editor-in-chief, Jim Poling, the managing editor. For this project, I also want to thank Kathy Coward, who was the photographer who worked with me and was right in the lab with me. John Bullock, who did the design of this three-part series, and John is a great guy and passionate about his work. And yeah, and finally, most of all, Cheryl Steppen, who used to work here in Edmonton. So, she's my immediate editor, and she makes my work better. And I think, the mark of a great editor is someone that you want to perform for, right? You want to do good work for. It may sound like a simple thing. It's not. And that's why Cheryl's always brought out the best in me, and she's just a wonderful person and a great friend in the newsroom to me. So I dedicate this to her because she's fantastic. So anyway, thank you very much.